How's everyone doing this morning? So, while that's going, let me just say, so this book, you can literally just get it online. Um, it's a Prog book. I've gone through a little bit of it, and it's so far okay. I think I'm into, let's see here. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to look at the commits. Hey, Justosophy. That's hard to say, believe it or not. I'm into chapter 3 right now, and I think we're building like a chat protocol, like a local chat protocol over TCP. So that's kind of like what I was working on. No, it's just like I haven't had coffee yet or anything, so it's just a little bit early. Um, okay, so this should have failed. Why? What? Midnight. Whoa, late then. Um, oh, right. I'm not using this. Okay. Uh, so let in, we need to say that ELP equals um, packages call package nix elp.nix, and then this should be nix packages format, and we also want ELP, I guess. Oh, but there's like a weird name for this. Hang on. Nix packages format RFC style. Yeah, there's a way to get this from Nix packages. This. Oh, oh, okay. And then so we should be able to do drnv reload. Oh yes, that's probably a good idea. My thing is like if I don't stop coding like 2 hours before I go to bed, I have a hard time just falling asleep at all. Yeah, I'm not really doing Elixir, to be fair. I'm kind of like converting this book to Erlang, but like because I have to interconvert between the two languages, I am learning a bit about Elixir at the same time. So that's been pretty good. Okay, so this should load now, and we should have ELP. I've been using ELP more because it's like a little more convenient. Actually, am I still using the new or old style flake? Nice. I switched to the new style. Wonderful. Um, so yes, last thing we have to do is update this, which I should also. Oh no, I don't have one of these in focus. I don't think. No. Okay. So I think we just do. Let me just look it up. Helix. Yeah, it's just like this. And the command is just ELP, and the language is Erlang. Nice. And this is language servers. This becomes whoops. ELP. ELP. Okay. So yes, that should work. We should have. I'm not working on this. TCP chat server, I think, is what we were working on, and ELP is still loading. Okay. How long is it going to load? Interesting. I don't so I don't really know why this is failing. I also don't remember why we had to do this. I think I was messing around with encode hex. So this is like list to integer, but apparently this needs to be a binary. Is there integer to binary? Bet you there is. Okay, cool. Okay, and then yeah, we were kind of messing around with I do recall doing this on stream actually. We were messing around with like how do you interconvert between what is this called? Um why am I blanking? Um I keep wanting to say hexadecimal. Is this hexadecimal? Yes. Hexadecimal and binary um in Erlang. There we go. Jeez. I don't know why that was so hard for me. Okay, so let's see what's in here. I really don't remember much about what was going on. Okay, so right, we have like these different messages that we're trying to deal with. There's a register message. So here's the register message. It's just the contents. And so it reads the type to binary. Okay, so this is like the encoder. So it has a type which is just an O1. It has the size of the contents and then the contents so that you can parse them later. And then we have a broadcast message which is a 2, and 16 is what says hexadecimal, I guess. Then we have this username, and then why do we have the contents twice? That's not correct. This should be username, right? That would, like, you have the size of the username and then the username, then the size of the contents and the contents. Like that. Okay. So, oh, right. I can read straight from here. So we got our messages down. Following image shows you a visual representation. I need to get like a book holder. So we're going to run a server, connect, register, broadcast, and then this will broadcast. Okay. So we've designed our first protocol. We started. Oh, so there was one other thing I wanted to do, but actually, since we're starting the book, let's just keep going. Um, okay, so writing code for the chat is almost always a good idea to keep the protocol code separate from the networking code when possible. Protocol code is often stateless and free of side effects, makes it a good candidate for isolation and easy unit testing. Okay, the protocol will provide two functions. Decode message takes a binary and decodes it into the message struct according to our chat protocol. Okay, let's get a project in place. Yep. So we already have the project, which is convenient. So now we need to write our decoder. So we'll just do that in here. We can always move the code later. So we have our register message and we have our broadcast message. So we're gonna write decode message, and this is where we start to get into like the niceties of Erlang. So I think I can do like something like this, and this isn't even right though, is it? Oh, I think I can write these in a glyph. We should go look that up. Erlang um literal. Sorry, what is this called? Symbol? I want to say the term is glyph, but I'm not. Would have guessed I could see it here. Um, yeah, see, this is the module though. I don't think this is what we want. We just want the regular Erlang docs for strings. Sigil. That's the term I'm looking for. Okay. So the binary sigil, UTF-8, verbatim binary, string sigil, verbatim string sigil. Okay, so there isn't one for like hex. So let's do hex. Okay, so character. So what is this? These are escape sequences. This isn't what I want, I don't think. Okay, so within strings, coded atoms, and the contents of B and S sigils, the following escape. Okay, cool. So we can just do the B. Yeah, I think you're right. So I think it's like I think I do like binary sigil like this, and then I do X01. I think that's what I am supposed to do. Except I can't do binary sigil because I need to do this pattern matching thing. Maybe I can do this. Am I using the right version of Erlang as well? In theory, yes. Oops, I don't know why I closed all of that. Cat server. Illegal pattern. Is this allowed? I don't think so. So you probably write this. Maybe. We'll find out. We can run the tests. So yeah, sigil is new. So you can write for example, you can write like regular strings, binary strings like this. And it just saves you a bit of typing, so you don't have to write, you know, that. So that's pretty nice. But for some reason I can't write them inside of this. So this must needs to be a string. So then we have the size, which I guess is going to be this, and then there's going to be like the rest of it, which is a binary or something. And I don't remember how to do this, so I got to look it up. But yeah, it's I'm a little confused because if you look here, it's like you have the hex 01 and then you have the rest binary, but we already discussed having the size in there. So it's not the rest is not binary. Like it you have to get the size and then you can get the rest of it. So I've trying to remember how to do this because I don't do this very often. But yeah, oh, here's the docs for sigils, by the way. This was like a EEP that was accepted, I think, for Erlang 27. Also, how's it going, Dave? I didn't say hi. Sorry. All right, so we want to do like Erlang pattern match binary size and use it. Oh, maybe I can just do literally one. Oh, it's like a colon. Okay. So I think that means this. And the other question is, can you do um hex literal? Okay, so yeah, it looks like we don't have this syntax yet. Okay. I'm pretty sure that we have to write something like this. We're gonna write a test for this because I literally have no idea. Um, well, it's kind of weird to me that I'm a little confused. Falling over. Set it here. Um, so we have the length right here, but then we don't use it. Like, why don't we use it? You know what I mean? I don't understand. In this decode. Or maybe the point is we decode register. Username length. Username. Okay. So then this is calling decode um, register with rest. Maybe this is just like how you need to do this. So then it's going to have a length, which it says 16. How do I know that it's 16? Yeah, I kind of like just figuring it out, to be fair. Um, like I mostly just want to play with it until I figure it out. When I'm doing, especially if I'm doing books. So I'm going to take their word for it. So it says username length 16. Username size. What is this syntax? Oh, it's the same thing. Minus the size of the binary? And then the rest. Okay, I think I understand. So it's going to be like wait, don't we just know what it is? Isn't it just 16? So it's like uh why is this? I don't understand. So this takes the size of this minus the binary. What is this? And why is it the other this way? I think this doesn't mean what I think it means either. So we need to go look this up. No, it's not Erlang. Elixir. That is a variable or a keyword. Okay. Let's see what we can find here. Yeah, like this seems to be like the slash. This size thing is yeah, so I think 16 is like an integer type. So I don't think we do this. I think we just do I think it's like this or something. Um but then the username is just the rest of this. So like why don't we just do this? Why do we need the length? It's probably because you you don't really have you don't necessarily have null terminators and stuff, right? Like if we made the protocol that way, then it would be that way. Um anyway, we need to do something like uh register contents equals username. Okay. Um and then we're gonna have to mess with this a little bit because I'm not really sure how to do this. We'll write some tests basically. Um, so let's just start doing that. Test. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess these can be. Let's just call this chat protocol suite. Oops. Okay. I don't need this or this. We're just going to start using these functions. So we're going to say message to binary. Server. This takes, right. These take registers. So we shouldn't do that. We should take register and contents, because how else are we going to like do this? We can use the records internally, but we can't really use them in a public interface like this. Oh, right. And that means we also need to do this. So these are effectively records anyway. They just don't have names. All right. I guess this is one thing where Elixir's like a bit nicer than Erlang, because pretty sure that you can just use these messages, right? Like alias, chat message, broadcast register. You can just like share them. Whereas if you were to do this in Erlang, you have to like share these records through a header file. Um, what does it want me to do here? Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm asking you to do. So it's kind of weird, right? Okay, so anyway, we're gonna pass this thing register, and does it need to be a binary? Nope, it's just a UTF-8 string. So we can just say string. Okay. So this is our message. And then we need to say decoded TCP at server decode message. And we need to assert that message is the same as decoded. Okay. And then we can just do rebar 3 eunit. Sorry, it's not eunit. It's so this is actually register round trip. Okay, what time is it? I can't stay very long this morning because I have a doctor's appointment. Register round trips. Okay, and then this is actually CT for what is it called? Common test. All right. Um all right. So we got some failures already. So it says Erlang byte size. Let's see here. Bad arg. Okay. Um so does this need to be like a binary like this? Takes a bit string. Okay, let's try this, I guess. Okay. Bad arg. Huh. All right, let's go look at this. Erlang byte size. Hmm. So this is interesting because this one isn't even prefixed by this. So let's just go into and mess around, I guess. Um, so supposedly there's just byte size, and then can we just pass this like um, so byte size s. Okay, not a bit string. Fine. So what if we just do that? Okay, so TCP chat server. What if I don't do this and I just do bit string? I think no, that's not what I want to do, I don't think. Um message to binary, register. What we want to do is pass this. So yeah. So this has to be UTF-8 like this. File. Wait, did it actually compile? Seems to. Okay, what if we just change this to this? Does it change the behavior? No. Hmm. So what if we just do instead list to is list to bit string a function? Okay. Let's start here because we are experimenting at the moment. I'm sure that once this like Like I get some of this down, it will be fine. Why? Construction of binary failed. Line 31. Oh. Line 31. Also kind of curious what this looks like. Just looks like a 1. I wonder if you could just like literally match 1 and you don't need to do this. Genuinely curious if I can just do like that. Okay. Um so contents is just a string. So this should just be like that, I guess. Segment 3. I really don't understand this. Because I'm genuinely confused by this. Am I stupid? Maybe I am stupid? But I would have thought that you can just do like... Okay, and then... What? Okay, I'm lost. You don't really need this right now anyway. How do I make this thing? Do I need to encode the contents? I feel like I shouldn't have to do this. Okay, I need to go. Um, so what if we just do bin, bin? Yeah, 1.5 contents. And if I change this to this, we get the same thing. Okay, there we go. I am dumb, I think, but I'm not exactly sure why. So I also think that we could just straight up remove this, and this could just be a 1. and this would be the exact same thing. So, all right. Um, we need to just keep working through this like list binary UTF-8, all of this stuff, to and like get this information. So I'm pretty sure that the next thing is we need to figure out how do I take this size, pattern match on it, and then say that that's the length of this, right? That's the next thing I have to figure out. So let's just write that down. That's not the right syntax. To do um take. Okay, so what is this going to return? Non-negative integer. And what is the size of a non-neg integer Erlang? Doesn't really tell you, but this isn't issue. Oh, you don't need to apologize. No worries. All right, so an integer is how big? And how do I pattern match on one of them? Oh, I guess I can just like go byte size 1 integer to binary. Oh, I've never done that actually. Um, I don't understand how I'm gonna figure this out though. Like if this is just dependent on what you give it, what is the underlying representation of the integer? I'm trying to understand how big is an integer so that if I had a message that was like this, one size bin, that I could figure out what the size of it is and then parse that many bytes. But if the size is not a constant size, like byte size returns a non-negative integer. I don't know how you. I need to figure out how you scroll in this window. Supposedly you can scroll, but I don't know how. Um, but like if this is just the byte size of bit string, seems like the byte size is 2. Yeah, but if I do this, which is an integer, I get 14. If I do 1 is 1. So the byte size changes depending on which integer I give it. Oh, but I'm not doing integer to binary, right? I'm always doing like string. I don't think byte size is probably what I'm looking for, maybe. Erlang integer size. Okay, so there are apparently two types of integers. There's okay, system info word size. So this is good to know. Um, so we can represent in one word, and then we can just know. Yeah, okay, cool. So essentially, I need to make sure that the length is less than 60 bits because that's all I can represent inside of a small integer. And I would need to tell it. Okay, okay. So I think I want to like try and figure out how to do this properly. So C, although it does say at least 3 words, which is like kind of concerning. So I think we're gonna try and keep things in the small integer range. Um, use this to figure out word size and use that value to parse. Okay, so constrain constants to less than, or yeah, constrain the size to less than this, and or less than, it's 60 bytes, 60 bits, excuse me, 60 bits. Like that. Okay, cool. So anyway, I think that gives us what we get. So you asked a question earlier, is it a buffer? Um, I think that conceptually we're not using buffers, but I don't actually know right now. So I'm still very vanilla to this stuff. All of this is very new to me. Okay. Uh, so and then yeah, okay. I really need to go, but I'm like I have these backwards. I'll fix this later. But I do want to change this really quick. Whoops. Okay, and then type is just 2. Okay, so I think this is basically what we want. Um, yeah, I mean the Erlang syntax is a little weird, but it's just like you got to get used to it if you want to do it. So I'm trying to learn it, so that's why I'm spending the time now to like try and get here. I think if once I understand the basics, it's gonna be easier to like obviously construct this stuff. Okay, anyway, I really, really have to go. I have a doctor's appointment and I need to get like a ride and stuff. So I will catch you all next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.